was walking down the road, looking at my toes. Came upon a guy with a bloody nose. Could have ignored him, I suppose. But then I thought to myself, that would just be weird. So I said hello, and he said hello too. Well, I didn't keep walking or having a clue. Instead, I stopped and said, what in the heck happened to you? You got blood in your beard. And he looked up at me from the sidewalk. He said, I know. I was running on and on in a marathon. Almost had the whole race won. But I was headed right into the sun. Couldn't really see where I was going. I didn't care. I was feeling mighty proud. Smiling and waving in my adoring hometown crowd. They were yelling something at me really loud that I could not quite make out. Tree, look out for the tree. I reached down and grabbed his hand, pulled him up from the sidewalk, brushed him off a little, and I thought that'd be pretty much the end of the deal, but for some reason he decided to have this weird midlife crisis breakdown right there, broad daylight on the sidewalk in Waxahachie, Texas. Started crying like a baby and telling me how he'd been running into trees his whole life. He just thinks, if I ever do it again, I don't think I'm going to get up. I wanted to tell him something good, you know, something to cheer him up, make him feel better about things. I couldn't think of nothing. So I told him this. Well, it was Boy Scout camp out Burnt Boot Creek. I was a tenderfoot, Troop 183. I was happy as a boy could be, eating cold baked beans from a can. The scoutmaster brought his dog Dag Nabbit, in case we chased up a coon or a rabbit. Really nice to have a dog that'll run and grab it, don't you know? Yeah, but Dag Nabbit came upon a big old javelina hog rooting around in a muddy bog, and his hair was green and his eyes were red. There was steam coming out of his nose. Well, Dag Nabbit wanted no part of that. Tucked his tail between his legs and he ran back to camp. Now there's nothing standing between me and a pissed off javelina, a tree. Thank God, a tree. I said, see, man, trees can be good things. I know. Tree saved my life that day. Going, next time you run into a tree, I suggest you reach up and grab the first limb you can reach and pull yourself up by it. Use that old tree. Keep pulling yourself up. In fact, pull yourself up till you get all the way to the top. Because when you get to the top of the tree, you can see 360 degrees. A beautiful world that God has made just for your eye to look at. You can look behind you. You can see how far you've come. You can look out front and you can see how far you have to go. You can look straight down and you can see the very roots of the thing that made you who you are. And when you get through doing all that looking, you can look straight up and you can say, a tree